Would you ever fake a pregnancy? Wouldn't that be something though if you like? Actually, I can't even say it these days.
Just
I was gonna
stop,
say like,
dude.
what if you went in and said, like, guys, pregnant, deuces, send me that check,
Dude. Hey, cause I can.
Hey, you
Oh,
can.
look.
These days they can't tell you no.
Hey, blast off. I can talk my ass off. Hey, smoke you what you seen, and I'll tell you what I saw.
Hollywood, what you think, and I'll tell you what I thought.
And we can talk about it all when we here on Trash Talk. Hey. What's going on, everybody? We're back with another episode of the Trash Talkers podcast.
We made it.
We made it, Smoke Dog.
Yeah.
What's up, Buddy Ro?
Oh, everything, man. Life is what life is.
Your uncles or aunts ever call you Buddy Ro? Hey, Buddy Ro.
I don't think so.
You ain't never heard that term? Hey, Buddy Ro.
Nah, I know it's a southern term, of course, but
You know, being born in South Carolina, they say Bo.
Bo.
Like,
Oh yeah.
hey, Bo.
Definitely heard that before.
Hey, Bo, what you doing on there, Bo? Man, I'm telling you. How was your previous week, man? We hit 100K, Smokey.
Yeah, we hit 100K.
dude.
We doing it.
Thank you guys for that.
Yeah, we are. I was gonna say podcasters. We are YouTubers and podcasters. Yes.
You want to go and hop into the top 3 comments of the last one?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, so top 3 comments. Okay, well, let's do boss. So number 3, number 2, number 1.
Yeah.
So number 3, speaking of that, is Amber Piercy. Again, shout out Amber. Welcome to YouTube, Smokey.
Exactly. We're here.
Congratulations on reaching 100K Hollywood and Smokey. Talking about cooking on here, I think it'd be fun for you guys to do your own Hot Ones type of show. That is a great idea.
That would be awesome.
Or maybe y'all get invited on there, and now that will make you big time. I've never seen a ghost, but I do like to watch a lot of mediums and psychics. I want to believe. Y'all are also the #1 podcast for folks who wake up before the sun so we can drink our coffee in peace before our kids attempt to ruin our day.
That's another one.
We are just racking up
we are the demographic kings.
Yes. Oh, y'all.
Yeah.
Let me finish this. We have another award that just broke too.
Yeah.
Number 2 comes from Heidi. Heidi says, "Hey guys, congrats on reaching 100,000. Keep the podcast and reactions coming. You really need to do a Phil and Anselmo's group down. You won't be disappointed."
Oh, okay.
Have to check that out.
Wow, I didn't know he had another group.
I didn't know that either. They're called Phil Anselmo's from
Pantera. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And the number 1 comment from last podcast is Genie. Oasis are rock and roll. They are and always will be British treasure. They went out with a bang, but from start to finish, you can't knock a single song. Cast No Shadow is my absolute favorite song of theirs.
Oh, wow.
Shout out Gene, shout out Heidi, and shout out Amber for being our top commenters on the last podcast. And we do that every podcast. We read the top comments from the previous one before.
We do need to get into more Oasis, man. I want to check out more of their music. I mean, I know the few big hits that they had, and they were awesome.
I know a few good Oasis songs I can put you on.
Yeah.
But we'll have to definitely do some. But okay, do we break the announcement?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Guys, we have been nominated for another award.
Mm-hmm.
We have been nominated for being the #1 podcast for people who live in an apartment on the 12th floor with 5 dogs or more.
Or more, yes.
Dude.
Yes, not only the 5 dog people, the people who have more. We are also their podcast of choice.
Dude, we #1 with people who drive a Toyota Nissan Camry with a dent in the right 1997 with a dent in the right door. Amber just gave us an award, man. People who buy fast food and can't wait to get the house to eat it.
Yeah, and the people with the 95 F-150s that take the long way to work.
Yes,
man.
we have been nominated for these awards, and you know we did win. We won a few, but we're just gonna keep them coming. Man.
Yeah, man, that the long way to work, man. Those guys were. Yeah. That was a tough competition,
man. Especially who we're up against. But hey, the Trash Talkers podcast and the Trash Talkers, y'all helped us get there.
Yes.
Wow. Continuing on down the list of the top. Continuing on down the list of the top 10 bands that broke up.
Okay. Bands that broke up, man. According to Loudwire.
You know, before we get into this, can I just speak on something real quick?
Yeah.
Have you heard that? I can't remember what video or clip, but there was some. I want to say it was like I don't want to say it was Carl Sagan. I don't even. Is he even still alive? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think he is either. Or maybe he is. I don't know. But I heard somewhere that, everyone's fighting over gas and crude oil and fossil fuels and stuff. He said in 20 years, we're going to be fighting over water.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just going to repeat
That's prophetic.
Can I just repeat that?
Yes.
In 20 years, we're going to be fighting for water.
Yes.
We live on a planet that's 75% water.
Yes, but mostly unusable water.
Okay, if we can go to the space, if we can go to the moon, if we have this right here has more technology than what took us to the moon in 1967 or 72, whatever it was. But this has more technology. So if we can go outside of our planet, why can we not create water from the ocean that's sustainable to drink?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the machines that are going to filter out the salt are they're so expensive.
Think about it, man. There's a way to take a fossil and make it put it into a tanker truck. Let the tanker truck drive to the gas station, put it in the gas station, put it in the pump, pay the cashier, pump it, and that fossil now runs every car in America.
Yeah.
Unless you're solar or electric.
Yeah.
But if we can figure that out,
oh, we can figure it out. That's for sure. It's just the process of getting someone to take that leap, because it's going to take a lot of money at first without a lot of income coming back, a lot of profit, and people want those profits. That's probably the biggest problem. Yes, we definitely can make machines that can take the salt out of water. Now, the entire world is drying up. It feels like it. There's so many countries out there that are having droughts right now, including America. I mean, go ask the people in Las Vegas how dry it is right now.
China.
Yeah, and China's another huge one. Dude, it's sad to see that everybody's having these problems, but there are solutions. It's just going to take that step.
That's what I'm saying. So you said there are people who can create these machines, but it's going to take the profit. Yeah. If I had the capability, the know-how, and the knowledge, and the teamwork to do it, I would say F profit. I don't care about the money. Let humans live. Let mankind continue on.
I think that's a problem with some people who are extremely rich, is that they look at their life and go, well, I have it good. My kids are taken care of. My whole family's taken care of. We have that money. I'm only going to do something that benefits me. And that's not beneficial to the prolonged existence of humanity in the end. But people are selfish in a way. But the fact is, that's what we're going to have to do. If we want to survive hundreds and hundreds of years into the future, we're going to have to start drawing these, unless we can find a way to cool the world back down.
I'm sure we can find Smokey. We have left this planet and landed on the moon. We can do anything.
Yeah, well, Hart might want to get on some more weather control.
Yeah, and CERN might want to help out with it.
Yeah.
I mean, there has been the weather control things, like, and actually, it's not even a conspiracy theory anymore. They can actually I heard that they could take planes and put some kind of things into I think it's called cloud seeding or something, to where
of course,
where it's very dry and they can make it rain by putting certain chemicals into the clouds.
Yes.
So,
I mean, you can do that. That's a small solution there. That's not going to fix the entire world's problem. And whether you believe in climate change or whatever, whether you believe it's man-made or it's just a natural cycle of events, Dust bowls and things like that have happened in the past, before the Industrial Revolution, before man-made global warming happened. So regardless of which side of the aisle you stand on, the fact is the Earth is getting hotter, and we are melting. I can't say we are. These snow caps are melting.
Right. Okay, well, hold on. Well, then now let me ask you this. If the snow caps are melting, that's going to mean more water, right? That's going to mean
for a shortened period of time. But once that snow is gone, the rivers are not flowing anymore.
Yeah, but if the snow caps are melting, that makes the world, like they said,
that's how rivers are made.
Yes, I know.
It starts in the mountains with the snow caps,
Correct.
and then they melt and run down and collects water along the way.
Correct. Do you remember when we were kids and they kept saying, "Oh, 100 years from now, Florida will be underwater"? Do you remember that?
I heard California.
California. What? Pick a
But
state.
yeah, that's exactly what it is.
So,
Especially
wait,
when
does that
when
still
they
happen,
started.
though? With the world heating up and we're being
Yeah.
so dry, that still happens.
Yeah, because the oceans are going to fill up. When all that snow melts, it's going to make the oceans rise, and then
Right.
yes, the
That-
coastal cities will be underwater.
That's
yes.
what I'm saying. If there's an abundance of water in it, just so like, do okay. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, man, that's a terrible analogy, but like, okay, cereal. Let's say you had some Lucky Charms, right? And you're like, oh man, we don't know anything about milk, and we just eat the cereal, and it rips the top of our lips. But if you just so happen to add milk to it, then it becomes something delicious, right? Now, if the ocean is covered with, an abundance of water, but it just so happened to have salt in it. If we
Yeah.
can figure out a way to get that salt out of it, like we figured out how to put milk in the Lucky Charms, let's fit like there. What I'm saying is if we're coming to a worldwide global drought and the world is heating up, you can't tell me that there's not a way that people cannot figure out how to do it.
Yes, it's actually very possible. It just takes everyone working together. And the nature of people is to be divided and not want to come together. If it reaches the levels of that people think it's going to take an entire worldwide concerted effort to fix the problem.
Right.
So eventually we're all going to just have to come together. We're going to have to bite the bullet. Like, I don't care if you don't like those other countries. We're going to have to come together to fix this problem, or humanity will cease to exist eventually.
You know, in a way, I think that's just human nature. Like, humans are natural, what's the word? Where you procrastinators. We procrastinate things.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean-
that's the thing. What is it? Necessity breeds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like what I was saying is sure we can do it, but we're not gonna do it until it's the very last moment.
Yeah.
Like
Until it's a big problem.
That's
yeah.
not cool, man. That's
Yeah,
not
well, we as humans have never been the biggest foreseers, or even if we saw an event coming, we don't really take it seriously until it's
there
in our face. Yeah,
man. That's the procrastination I was talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Like you said, if we can see it coming a mile away. Let's just wait till it hits my front door.
Yeah, I mean, hurricane's coming. We know a hurricane's coming. People are waiting until that last minute to exit the city.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't exit. You know, a lot of people lost their lives in Katrina.
Yes. Yeah. A lot of them moved here.
You know, and there's a lot of problems with poverty and things like that where they didn't have the means to move out. Also, but there's also people who had all the means in the world to get out, and
I'm sorry, go
some people didn't because they'd rather see what happens rather than.
All right. So just you remember you told me it was some comedian. You said, well, there's a way to cure world hunger. Just take them where the food is.
Yeah, that was Sam Kinison.
Okay, so use that for water.
Yeah. There's a way to make sure everyone has water. Absolutely.
Do you think we'll see it in our lifetime? To where you go to the store and you want to buy a bottle of Dasani, and that bottle of Dasani is $17. You think we'll have that in our lifetime? Let's not forget, gas was just $14.33.
Yes. Well,
I'm joking.
yeah, it's actually came down a little bit.
Yeah, but that's what they want you to
supply and
believe,
demand.
though. It was cheap as crap before it. Then they raised it up, and then they put it right where they wanted. It's like, oh, it was so high, but now it's
Supply and demand. Yeah. When the supply runs low, the prices go up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we're definitely going to have to build pipelines and things like that. If we run out of snow on this planet, then there's going to be a lot less land mass, and people are going to have to come together and figure out how we can all live closer together.
Yeah.
You know, you might not have your 3,000 acres out in the wilderness
But
like
see,
you
that's
used to.
the thing in America, dude. In America, you have the right to certain things, and some people will say they're taking those rights away. Like Ice-T said the dopest thing. He said, he was I think it was on Tucker Carlson or something. What's that guy's name? Carlson. He's a talk show host.
Yeah.
But he was like, there's so many guns in America, and he was like, would you give and he said, why don't you give up your guns? He said, well, I would rather he said I'll give my gun up when everyone else does.
Yeah.
And he said, you know why we have the right to bear arms? He says it's because it's from us it's our last form, or our last option to protect ourselves from tyranny,
Yeah.
which is dope as crap, because that is why we have the right of to bear arms.
Yeah, that was the original concept. Yes.
Exactly. So if when you want to start taking people's land away, then you have to start looking at certain, like, hey, well, I have the right to bear arms. You want to take my land away? This is
People
type
are gonna
tyrannical.
fight it. Yeah.
I mean,
It's
tyrannical.
it comes
or
down
tyrannical.
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 Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Is the that's the form of tyranny, or yeah.
Yeah.
But people are gonna have to eventually. Like, yes, it's gonna be a struggle at first, because people are like, no, I'm not giving up my land.
Yeah. Or my guns, or
but
my speech,
The
or
fact
my
is,
religion.
we've got millions of people who live on the coastline that are not going to have a home anymore, and we need them to move inward, or they are going to cease to exist. Now,
But
are
that
you a humanitarian that's going to give up some of your land or not?
No. That goes back to what you were saying. Well, hey, I've got all this money and my family's taken care of. I don't care what those people do.
That's what I'm saying.
So
That's human nature, yeah. I mean, people tend to not care about the masses. They tend to care only about their local families and things like that.
what's in front of their...
I mean, there's a lot of humanitarians out there. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not that everyone's just stuck up, you know.
No.
There's a lot of people who do care, and there's a lot of people who are trying to fix the problems.
Yes, that's my thing. Is I know that there are people out there that can do it. Then I just don't want the human race to come to a point where it's too late. Like,
yeah,
it's too late. Weren't we supposed to be talking about the top 10 bands that broke up? Man, I don't know how we got here, dude.
Man,
all right, let's see.
You're watching too many of those drought videos.
Man, I can't believe it just went that deep, dude.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, let's we've done, okay, so just a quick recap on who. So Blink 182 on top 10 bands that broke up. Blink 182 was number 10. Number 9 was Blondie. Number 8 was Cream. Number 7 was Oasis, and now we are at number Hollywood 6.
Yeah.
Yes. And
what you got for number 6?
I did not know about this. Rage Against the Machine. I did not know this. I thought Rage
How did you not know this?
I mean, I thought
we covered Audio Slave.
Yeah, but you can go off and do other things and still hang out with your folks.
Yeah.
I
mean, Tool never technically broke up, right?
Yeah, and Maynard has other things, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
That's how I was looking at it. But do you know, before I read the synopsis, do you know, like, what maybe...
I don't know what the differences were. Zach left, but I'm not sure exactly what happened.
Okay. Well, it says award ceremonies are known for instigating unpredictable behavior from attendees, but rarely does it result in a band throwing in the towel. Therefore, Rage Against the Machine is an exception to the rule.
Yes.
After Limp Bizkit won Best Rock Video...
Yes, I remember that.
This does sound familiar, actually.
Yes, he climbed the
little post.
Screen. Yeah.
Was that Zach?
No, that wasn't Zach. That was the bass player.
Damn, I do.
Or was it the bass player or Tom Morello?
Okay, let's see.
I think it was the bass player. Go ahead.
Okay, after Limp Bizkit won Best Rock Video for Break Stuff at the September 2000 MTV Music Video Awards, bassist backing singer Tim Comerford climbed a 15-foot scaffold and wouldn't come down. Singer Zach De La Rocha, who discouraged Comerford from doing it, was so embarrassed that he left early and resigned that October.
Well, that makes sense now.
Clearly, the incident exacerbated. Too close, buddy. Allegedly mounting hostilities at the quartet wouldn't get together again until 2007. So, okay, are they back together then?
I think they do stuff together. Yeah. The last I saw, they were doing the big band, with Chuck D and Be Real from Cypress Hill. Yeah. But Zach wasn't in that. I'm sure they worked together at certain times. Yeah.
So you mean to tell me they broke up because Limp Bizkit won the war? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, I understand, but isn't that a little petty? Like,
that was a battle, though. You got to think about it. The originators of nu metal mad because this one band kind of took over the entire scene,
All
maybe.
right, let's say me and you, we just hit 100K, right? And we know we about to win this award. And some
Yeah.
dudes with 10,000 subscribers. I'm not. If you get up there and climb that damn thing, get your ass off that damn scaffold, Smokey. We'll do better on in the future. So this dude.
Well, I don't even think it was a case like that, because you got to think Limp Bizkit was probably the biggest band in the world at that time. Well, I mean, I know a lot of people are going to argue that, but they were huge. They were bigger than Rage for that time. Now, Rage was the innovators. They started the genre, and they were probably the most respected. And Limp Bizkit was more of a novelty, but they were huge, and they sold millions and millions of albums.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess Tim just didn't take
I
kindly
think it's
to
Tom.
that. Tom?
I think
thought
so.
it was Tim.
Might be Tim. Let's see. It
Wasn't Tim Comfort?
Yeah, sorry, Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, wait, you think Tim was under the influence that night?
Well, that's a possibility, I guess. I can't say yes or no. But
I don't see myself getting that mad to where I didn't win. It's almost like a baby throwing a temper tantrum.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
like, I'm not getting my way. I'm gonna climb up here. Like,
And that Zach didn't like that at all.
I would be Zach in this situation.
You're making us look like children.
Exactly.
out here, yes.
You can't lose humbly, basically.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
It's okay. Yeah, that's how I would look at it.
Yeah.
Like,
It's understandable, in my opinion. Like,
what, climbing the scaffolds?
No, breaking up over that. I mean, maybe they could have worked it out.
Yeah.
Maybe they could have had a talk, like, man, and like, okay, you're not gonna do that ever again.
Yeah.
But Zach's a headstrong guy.
Is he petty?
I wouldn't say petty, but there may have been other issues going on behind the scenes
That we don't know about.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's weird, or it's kind of hard to say that one of nu metal's biggest bands could possibly be one of the biggest bands at that time period. Rage Against the Machine break up because someone climbed a scaffold. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, me and you are gonna have.
They had to have differences other than that.
It has to be.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, me and you, if we're going to continue to do this, we're going to have some kerfuffles along the way.
Kerfuffles.
We're going to have some kerfuffles along the way.
Yeah, I mean, it happens to every band,
Yes,
right?
but
every group.
We handle it like men. We sit down, we talk about it, figure it out.
Yeah.
It's that easy.
And it's easier when there's two people compared to five.
Oh
six,
yeah,
whoever.
because dude, and you're right. They say three's a crowd because literally, if like someone could go to someone else and be like me and you be like, all right, bro, we good. We talked this out. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
And then if there's a third person here, they'd be like,
They're gonna
yeah.
take sides. Somebody's gonna take a side, and then the other person's gonna feel left out.
Exactly.
That's why multi-partner relationships don't tend to work out.
You know what? I don't know if I would say 90% of the time.
Yes.
I do know two couples that are okay.
Polyamorous?
Yes, is that the proper word? And it works perfect for them. I mean,
Well,
and look
there's
at-
always some people that will
look
that
at
it'll work out with.
like what religion is it? Like Muslims or Islam, right? Can't they have many wives?
No, what's the Mormons? They do
Mormons,
that.
yeah.
Well, maybe Islam does too, but
Yeah.
I know Mormons were all about that. I think they've walked that back in recent years, but at one point in time, yes, they were all about as many wives as possible.
Yeah. Again, I think some people just have a big ego, and it's like, I want it all to myself, and this didn't happen, so this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's like, you gotta, I don't know, man.
Yeah, and when there's more than 2-3 people,
That's it.
yeah, somebody chooses a side and someone feels left out, and they're like, well, deuces.
So you got that's the thing, man. Like, when you put 5 or 6 people in a band, like, I mean, literally.
That's why we're doing this list. Because
Yes,
that happens.
That's why. Good point. But what I'm saying is like, all right, bro, we good to go? All right, then I'm going to go talk to the third person. Well, he said this, and he said that. And then that third person going to talk to the fourth person. Well, guess what Smokey did? And that fifth person going to come to you and be like, bro, guess what they did? And it's like, wait a minute, man, I thought we had an agreement. It's 20 minutes later, and they didn't play telephone. Now we having the same damn conversation, bro.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Well, it's a good thing they did reunite, because I love Rage Against the
Yeah, I
Machine.
know you do. Who's number 5 on this list, Smokey?
Number 5 happens to be The Clash.
Who?
The Clash.
Who's the Clash?
I'm about to tell you.
Okay, tell me.
1982's Combat Rock was a commercial triumph for The Clash. However, it also signaled the beginning of the end for the English punk rock pioneers. I guess they were on the lines of, Sex Pistols and things like that.
Okay.
As both lead vocalist / guitarist Mick Jones and the drummer Nicky Hedden were fired shortly after it came out. Afterwards, the group used a revolving door of replacements as they struggled to produce what would have been, or what would be, their final collection. 1985 cut the crap. Unsurprisingly, its upsetting creation matched equally disheartening. Wow, this is written. Equally disheartening responses in the press and sales across the seas led founding frontman rhythm guitarist Joe Strummer.
That's dope if you're a guitarist and your name's Joe Strummer. Go ahead.
This is the longest sentence I've ever read in my life.
May I?
Go ahead, man. You know I got dyslexia.
Yeah, where's it started?
Read that sentence, dude. It's like that's like 5 run-on sentences.
This
right
is
there.
the longest sentence I've ever read in my life. Is it start here?
Well, right there with the last. Right here.
Okay. Unsurprisingly, I'm gonna laugh either way. Unsurprisingly, it's upsetting. All right. Hold on. Wait. Unsurprisingly, it's upsetting creation, matched by equals disheartening responses in the press and sales across the seas, led founding frontman / rhythm guitarist Joe Strummer to disown the record and dissolve the Clash in early 1986.
Yeah, that's a hell of a sentence.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
It doesn't
really break anything down though. As to like.
No, it doesn't. That's all it has. It doesn't say exactly what the differences were. Now we've never covered the Clash.
Trash Talkers, give us a video to check out by the Clash.
Yeah, I think they have actually.
What you think about? I can tell when your head just goes.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out what exactly they were fighting about. Because this one, maybe it was all behind the scenes.
Hey, maybe the Clash just had a clash.
Something about that 1982 album.
That just
yeah, they were called the Clash. So.
That Clash went up. They had a clash, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They had a schism.
It sounded. You remember when we went to go see Tool? Just random off the topic. Remember, I was like, you can smell the schism in the air. That was awesome.
You could have smelled the schism in the air with these people in 1982.
So they put out an album in '82.
Yes. And that was the last one with the original combination of people.
And how many members? Just 2, right?
No. It says Mick Jones and the drummer Nicky Hedden were fired shortly after.
Then you had Joe Strummer.
Yeah.
Well, scroll down.
That's only 3, but.
Okay, 4. So 4 members.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I could have looked at the picture to find that out. So they had 4 members, and 2 of them were let go after this album. I wish this gave us more though, because I want to know why they broke up.
Well, that's the Trash Talkers are definitely informative, and again, you know, we read all the comments, and you guys are gonna have to.
So they tried to replace them with multiple people.
Yeah, that's like damn it, what band was that where they just kept switching out like lead singers? Was it
lead singers?
Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking guitars. I can't remember.
Are you thinking about Three Little Pigs? Bill Manspeaker?
Green Jello. Shout out Bill Manspeaker, man. Shout out Bill Manspeaker.
What did he say? He's had over 100 members of the band?
I think more than that. I think like 400. Wow. Apparently, I think he holds a Guinness Book of World Records for the most members.
I bet he does. I saw a video of one of their performances. There was like 40 people on stage
with big old heads. And
yeah.
Dude, I'm so excited to go see Gore, man.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm excited to see Gore and Necrogoblicon.
Yeah.
Like, this dude's like 3. I mean, dude, a lot of people are saying, like, you know, what if this was a real goblin? What if this is an actual goblin?
Isn't that the story they've stuck to?
Yes, like heard? This. I mean, dude, if you look at the pictures and videos, it's like, dude, what if an actual alien came down and was like, you know what, my best way for me to keep a disguise is to join a hardcore metal band. I can look just how I want, and
nobody will think twice about it.
Nobody.
Yep. It's like, I watched an episode of Alf. You remember Alf?
Yeah, Alf was that.
They got him on YouTube now. So I watched an episode of Alf. I was like the jokes don't hold up over time, but it was hilarious, just the whole concept. Like, the jokes are weak compared to today's times.
Back then, though.
But just the whole concept of the show, I was laughing the whole time. He wanted to eat the cat. And when the cat went missing, and they
started
accused him
looking
of
at
eating
him.
the
Did
cat.
you eat the cat? Dude, you could never do that today. You could never put out a... Did you eat the cat? Well, Family Guy goes pretty out there.
Yeah, of course.
Look, I was one of the funniest segments of Family Guy's history, dude, is when Quagmire is such a pervert. He's such a
course,
creep.
yeah, that's
and,
his character.
And
yeah.
when he found out about this pornography, he
had that giant arm.
He comes out and Peter's like, "Where you been, man? We haven't seen you for like a month."
He's like, I just been
checking out some of.
Yeah, I think I gotta go check the mail.
His arm's like freaking huge, dude.
He's like, yeah, you know what, Peter? I gotta get back to it.
Get back in here. God dang, bro. I mean, you'd feel like you. I don't know. Man, you know what I was thinking was some BS, dude.
What?
Remember watching Popeye back in the day with olive oil and Bluto.
Yeah.
Man,
Brutus.
It
was it Brutus or Bluto?
Bluto.
Okay.
Man, all right. First of all, olive oil. She was kind of.
Thin?
No, not thin. She was kind of.
She was painfully
Oh,
thin.
she was definitely thin. But she was kind of shiesty, man. I mean, you hanging out.
She played them against each other?
Yeah, dude, you hang out with Popeye. I know, and Popeye's had 14 strokes. He can't open his. He done had 14 strokes, and this got these freaking weird thing. And Oliver is like, "Oh, Popeye," but then Bluto comes around, and she leaves Popeye to go hang out with him. And the only way, and she's all over Bluto. It's like, come on.
I don't know. A lot of times, Bluto was forcing himself on
Yes,
her.
he was. But at the same time, Popeye, look, he couldn't beat up Bluto. You better have some spinach around.
Every time he got the spinach, though, he beat the bejesus out of him.
Yes, that's why you didn't have 14 because he tried to fight him without the spinach.
I know. Every time he tries to fight him without spinach and gets whooped.
You looking like that. So I gotta try something now.
And Bluto's just like,
yeah, just beating the brake, taking olive oil.
Just Donkey Konging him.
Yeah.
It's just
He's like, look, I'm tired of getting my ass beat.
And then he'll use that little corncob pipe to suck the spinach out.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden,
oh, I'm finna go get my revenge now. And then see, once he beats up Bluto, then Olive Oil's like, oh, Popeye. Like, nah, you ain't want me before. Go hang out with Bluto. He done beat the brakes off me. My jaw's permanently broke. I'm looking like Kanye West.
That's why he was missing that eye. That's why
he had an eye. It was just swollen. It was just swollen.
It's because he been beat up so many times they was permanently swollen shut.
I mean, Bluto beat the brakes off of him so bad until he discovered that spinach, dude. Oh, Lord.
And I always loved it because he would just, once he got the spinach, he would beat Bluto up one side of the street, across the street, and back down the other side.
Yes, I mean, with beat.
Just wow.
And it's so funny because, you know, first of all, he's a beast. If you can crack a spinach,
man.
Yeah, if you can just crack a can of spinach, you pop in the air, you open your mouth this way. His mouth like, whoop, it just fell in and he ate it. And as he ate it, wing,
He'd do the little arm and like the sailor
would pop out.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy, dog.
The whole anchor would just pop out of his arm.
Yeah, because he got tired of Bluto beating his ass. He said, that's it. That spinach was Popeye's steroids.
It was.
That was his steroids. Bluto beat him up so bad that he's like, I need to find a way to get revenge, and he found spinach.
Yeah, that was testosterone spinach.
Yes, dude. I mean, and what was he smoking? Like,
I don't know. Was
spinach.
he ever smoking? He always had the pipe. Sometimes he would suck the spinach through the pipe.
Well, no, the reason he always had it because when he fought Bluto that day, he had a pipe and he just beat him so bad to where he can't remove it anymore. Man,
Bluto just whooped him.
Yeah, but man, Olive Oil made me mad sometimes. It's like you was cool with Popeye and then you want to go hang out with Bluto, and then once
the times that Bluto wasn't forcing himself on her. Like there was times where he would just take her and she'd be screaming, Popeye,
yes,
help.
You're right. Do you know also like
that'll get you 30 years.
Yeah,
man.
Don't. Yeah, Bluto. I guarantee you, there won't be a Bluto in this day and age.
No, never.
No, but no, like even like a princess from Super Mario. Yeah. Why have you been? You obviously want to be with Bowser. Yeah. It's been 47 games, and I'm having to save you in every game.
Well, she's always waiting in that castle with nobody guarding her.
I would
She's
be
just
like
standing there, like,
dude,
oh, there he is.
I've been jumping on turtles. I've been jumping on Goombas. I've been dodging fire. I've been dodging falling rocks. For
and then
14...
he gets there, and it's her twin sister.
Yeah, and it's like, and it's
This
every...
is not the real princess.
She's in another castle, but this is just one game you're talking. We're talking a 7.
Yeah.
I'll be like, look, I'd have saved you once, okay? If you want to be with him, just be with him, dude.
Like, how many times I gotta kill Koopsta?
Mario is the
Koopa.
Mario is the ultimate simp.
Yeah.
Mario's the ultimate simp. He had his girl taken.
But he wanted a princess.
Yeah,
he didn't
but
want
she
any
didn't want
regular-
him.
But
Dude,
then again, he finds a princess, and he's like, "That's not the one I want, though."
how many times you gonna find her and she gonna leave you, bro?
Oh yeah, every time.
And you still
single
chasing?
time. You gotta
Alright.
fight ducks with turtle shells.
Yes, flying big
Goombas.
old carps that come out of the water that'll
Yeah.
eat you whole.
Yeah.
Like I'm good on this
Did
relationship.
you ever think that Mario like spit the fireballs when you were little?
No, I thought he like threw them like.
Like when I was real little, I thought he was spitting those fireballs. But then, when you look real close, his hand goes up and he throws them.
Yeah.
But I always thought he was spitting it. I was like,
First of all, who
Jesus.
throws a?
You eat a fire plant? Now you can spit fireballs.
Dude,
out?
Mario's all about drugs, dude. Oh my God, I heard the craziest Mandela effect, bro.
What was that?
Shaggy from Scooby,
Yeah.
right? You know he's got the long neck, green shirt, big old Adam's apple. You know.
Oh, that he doesn't have the Adam's
he
apple?
doesn't
I saw
have an
that one.
Adam's apple.
I
I remember Shaggy having an Adam's apple.
really?
Yes.
I know a lot of cartoons did. They would always have like the crooked neck with the big Adam's apple sticking out.
Yes.
But I don't remember exactly if Shaggy did or not.
Shaggy had an out. Listen, I was a diehard Scooby Doo fan when I was
Yeah?
a kid. Yes, I remember that.
Mm.
Man, there used to be this Batman cereal. Man, to all the trash talkers, if y'all remember like Saturday morning cartoons,
Yeah,
You remember
they
the-
made cereal specifically for Saturday morning
dude,
cartoons.
do you remember the Batman cereal? It was just a box, and it was just like Batman symbol things, and
Maybe.
man, look, bro. I'm on strike for this. Start putting toys back in cereal boxes, man. They don't
Dude,
put toys in cereal
They
boxes.
can't
no
do
more.
that now because they're
It's
over.
a-
There's sugar. There's sugar snacks, right? So you can't entice kids to be eating sugar.
That's why they
nowadays.
stopped. I thought he did it because of choking hazards.
Well, that too. Yeah, that's definitely a problem. They got sued. Probably
Are you
a
serious?
bunch.
That's what the reason is. You can't put.
Yeah, a lot of-
Wait.
There was an ethical argument that people made against you enticing kids. The same thing with Joe Cool, the
Cigarettes.
camel,
Yeah.
with cigarettes. Like you're just enticing kids to want to smoke by making these
Yeah, but
cool
wait a
characters
minute.
that do it.
Okay, yeah, but at the end of the day, you're gonna do what you want to do. You're gonna not do what you want to do. So, okay, like Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola's terrible for you. I mean, if you drink Coca-Cola every day,
Yeah.
you're gonna get fat.
Yeah.
But they make it look so nice and refreshing. Why is that
Yeah.
okay? And I would be willing to bet that there's more sugar in a.
But if you notice, they don't advertise to kids. Like
Have
advertising
you
to
never
kids.
seen a Coca-Cola Christmas commercial with the polar bears and the kids?
No, the
and-
polar bears, yeah, and Santa.
Yeah.
But there's a big thing about advertising to kids now. They cut all the YouTube channels, all their monetization.
Oh, Coca-Cola?
No, YouTube cut the monetization to any channel that advertises to kids. If you make videos for kids, you can't be monetized.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that happened a couple years
Smokey,
ago.
We have been YouTubers.
Adpocalypse,
We've
man.
just become a YouTuber. We've just become YouTubers, and you've known this evidence, or you've known this information, have not told me.
Good thing we don't make videos for kids, huh?
Well, we need to start doing something.
Like all those, like the kids doing the toys or whatever.
So they don't make money off of that?
No, not anymore. That used to be the biggest
Yeah,
channels
there
on
was a
YouTube.
kid that was the richest
Yes.
kid.
Yes.
We're
Not
just,
anymore.
just don't. Damn. Let's stop talking about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Smodo, let's do some OMG. Or
Yes.
actually, no, OMG, we've covered Georgia. It's not Oh My God, it's Oh My Georgia. But we still have some WTF, which is What the Florida.
Yes, yes.
But
And
you got a twist, right?
Well, I do have a twist
What you got?
because we're going back to OMG.
Oh, we got Oh My Georgia and What the
Yes,
Florida. Okay,
yes,
crank it
okay.
up.
The two stories. All right, I'm going to read you two headlines. You're going to tell me which one comes from Florida and which one comes from Georgia, right?
Gotcha.
Man charged for eating pancakes in the middle of the road is charged with causing a traffic jam.
That was anticlimactic.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I wish they would have gave more in the
A
headline.
man was charged for eating pancakes and trash.
Yes, and the headline actually, see, I read a little bit of it, but the headline actually just says, "Man charged for eating pancakes in the middle of the road."
Okay.
But this guy caused the, well, we'll get into it later.
Yeah, go ahead.
The other headline is, "Woman just charged with faking a pregnancy to get time off."
Time off of work?
Yes,
You can get charged for that?
apparently so. She was charged with it.
Okay, that sounds like some. All right, I'm gonna say the woman that time off was definitely Georgia because that sounds like somebody we know. That sounds like somebody we know. And the pancake dude, that sounds like Florida.
That is, you are right.
I get one right. Finally.
All right, so Lakeland, Florida. A man's desire to eat pancakes in the middle of the road got him in trouble with the police. On Monday, Lakeland Police Department received a call that a man was sitting in the middle of a crosswalk eating pancakes on a small TV table.
That's freaking gangster, dude. I'm sorry, that is gangster.
He was disrupting the flow of traffic by causing an
He
obstruction.
was on a crosswalk though.
Yeah, in the middle of the
On the
intersection.
middle of the street.
Yeah, blocking
He
traffic
just
from
sat
going
there.
by.
Look, this dude pulled out a table,
He
pulled
pulled
out
out
his
a TV
chair,
tray.
and then put a blanket over the table, put a candle in the middle, and said, "Yo, this green light gonna last forever." Boy, I'm telling you.
Police came to the area, yet the man had left prior to their arrival. Video of the incident was posted on Facebook, and police were able to track down the man, the flapjack eating man.
Oh, the flapjacker. That's his name.
He admitted he ate the pancakes in the middle of the road as a prank. He was charged with obstruction of a roadway
Which
and
is a
disrupting the
misdemeanor.
flow of traffic.
That should be a misdemeanor.
Yeah.
Real
of
quick, how
course.
many trash talkers out there call them pancakes or flapjacks? Let us know. Have you ever called it a flapjack?
I don't think so.
I've never
No.
called it a flapjack.
What's the other word?
Pancake, flapjack,
Hotcakes.
hotcakes.
That's what McDonald's says.
They selling like hotcakes, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, you know you grew up in the hood because you don't say police, you say police.
Police.
You say police.
Yeah,
You don't
the
say police.
police, man.
It's the police.
All right, this Georgia woman was charged with faking a pregnancy to get paid time off. That's where the crime comes in.
Wait. Oh, to get paid time off.
Yes.
Wait a minute. All right, read this story.
According to a news release sent out by the Georgia Office of the Inspectors General, her name, told elaborate lies about her pregnancy while working at the Director of Internal Affairs at Georgia Vocational Rehabilitation Agency.
DIA? That's a big agency.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
No, it's the GVRA.
Okay.
She informed the agency about her pregnancy in late 2020 and claimed to give birth in May of 2021.
Oh, wow. She actually said she had given birth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Colleagues quickly grew suspicious. Though Folsom had a baby bump, one of her colleagues noticed that something wasn't quite right about it. A coworker observed the lower portion of her stomach came away.
Wow.
It actually says it can
Yeah.
come away
They make those fake baby bump things.
from her body and believed she wore a fake pregnant stomach.
Okay, so, all right. The crime here. Is there more?
It doesn't say it in this
All
article.
right, so let me speak on this. So apparently she had a. Okay, let's just say she. Okay, god dang, this could go.
That sounds like civil claims, though. Wouldn't your company be filing that to get the money back?
And not only that, what if she? Well, they said she actually had the kid.
Well, she claimed she had the kid, but she actually didn't.
So
apparently.
so that means she probably got maternity leave and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Is it a crime? Is the question. I mean, it's definitely a civil injustice.
Yes, you could sue.
Yeah, the company could
I don't
sue
know.
to get the
That
money
is a
back.
Good question. God, I feel like I know the girl that did this. I feel
You
like
may.
I do. I feel like I know the girl that did this.
Yeah.
Oh man! Finally, I got some OMG WTF right.
Yeah.
What city was it?
It doesn't say. Oh, it's over her face, but
Yeah. Wait, I do want to see it. Oh crap.
it's a picture.
Okay, you're good. You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to pull up the whole
Oh my God.
article.
Great podcast, man.
Yeah. Would you ever fake a pregnancy? Wouldn't that be something though? If you like, actually, I can't even say it these days.
Just
I was gonna
stop,
say, like,
dude.
what if you went in and said, like, guys, pregnant, deuces, send me that check,
Dude. Hey, cause I can.
Hey, you
Oh,
can.
look.
These days, they can't
yes,
tell you
bro.
no, right?
You can't tell me. Oh my god. Yeah. You being my homeboy, I want to go in on this
I
with you,
know,
but we
yeah,
can't.
yeah.
But would you ever fake a pregnancy?
Depends on what the gain is, I guess.
I mean, hey man. Oh man, it's Tuesday morning, bro. We got MJK coming out later today.
Mm-hmm.
This was a good one here, bro.
Yeah.
This was a good one, man.
Yep.
To all the trash talkers out there, guys, thank you so much for all the positive reception and getting us to 100K. Our next goal is 250, and we could not do any of this if it was not for you. So for that, we want to say thank you.
Absolutely.
100%. You got anything else, Smoke?
That's it for today.
That's it for today, guys. With that being said, my name's Baron J. Hollywood. 6 bars. Ow.
I am Larry
God.
Smokey Ramirez Cowett.
And he just
knocked you. I'm gonna pull a Bluto on you.
deuces. God.
You better eat some spinach.